this level, if not higher. We thought the whole tent was going to go up.
39 degrees here below, I guess.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Well, we all pray that we don't get a spring. Now we have one.
Yeah, exactly.
Another week or so.
If you want to take the mask off while you speak, that's up to you. Either way. All right? Thanks, Bill.
Welcome everybody to Ship Bottom in Long Beach Island. This is a great day. This project started in 1993 as a dream on Long Beach Island. And in 2004, the DOT proposed and got a contract ready for completion of this project. However, they found out that the old bridge was in dire repair, and if you can't get here from there, there's no sense having a project on the island. But now that our two new bridges are built, this is a great day that we will see the completion of this project. And the person who can put the ink on the contract is here today, and I'd like to introduce the Governor of New Jersey, our Governor, Phil Murphy.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. I'm going to take this off just so you can hear me. Needless to say, Mother Nature is reminding us that she's the boss here. Diane, this is the second day in a row you and I have been at an event. Yesterday we had a tent over us, and I thought the tent was going to fly away. We won't have that risk today. But Bill, thank you so much for your gracious words. Thank you for kicking us off today, and for the tremendous welcome to your side of the bridge and to Long Beach Island in general. In one way or another, all roads in New Jersey lead to the Jersey Shore, and Route 72 specifically leads to Ship Bottom. I'm also honored to have Stafford Township Mayor Greg Meyer with us as well. Greg, great to have you. And I know he and his residents are just as anxious for us to break ground and start this final phase of the re-envisioning of the Route 72 corridor through Manahawkin. It is always a pleasure to be with the aforementioned Commissioner of the Department of Transportation, Diane Gutierrez Skechetti, especially when the weather is warmer and we're not talking about snow, and also with the President and CEO of Pepco Holdings, another great friend, Dave Velasquez, who is one of the many tremendous partners in this project. I also want to give a shout out to a lot of his Pepco teammates who are with us today, especially my very close friend, Melissa Lavinson, and all of their colleagues. I also want to give thanks to the Ocean County leadership who have been great. Director of the Board of Commissioners, Gary Quinn, and his teammates. I was just with Joe Vicari up in Toms River witnessing some UFCW members getting their vaccinations with the Perlmutter ShopRite family, and that was pretty special. Speaking of shots in the arms, just a quick, because this is our only press availability, a 10-second COVID update. 2,479 more positives, sadly, 27 more losses of life. Good news, we're staying under 2,000 hospitalizations for the second day in a row, and that's a big deal. 1,941, 238 people went into hospitals yesterday, but 257 walked out. The positivity rate is as low as it's been in several weeks. It's still too high, but 6.49%. Rate of transmission, 0.93. We want that to stay under 1, and it has been lately. And in terms of vaccinations, we've now put more than 6.4 million shots in the arms, and just under 2.7 million New Jerseyans are fully vaccinated. Our goal is to get to 4.7 by the end of June, and one way or another, we're going to get there. So, with that said, for all of us, but for the mayors especially, this is a big day. Today, work on the final aspect of the long-term rebuild and rehabilitation of the Route 72 Manahawkin Bay Bridge will get underway in earnest. And I want to thank all the engineers, brothers and sisters from labor, and each and every one of the folks who are involved in this. With the new traffic lanes that will be constructed at grade and the drainage and other improvements that will be made underground, the entirety of this project is part and parcel of our overall goal of ensuring the safe, modern, and resilient infrastructure that our state deserves and needs. Smoother and more efficient traffic flow, better drainage and protection against rising waters, greater resiliency and reliability of core public utilities. All of this matters to the future of our state, and especially to the economic futures of the communities up and down our oceanfront and bay fronts. When completed, the beneficial impacts of this project will be directly felt and seen, and they will be noticed not just by the countless New Jerseyans and neighbors who cross this bridge in the summertime, but also by the many year-round residents who call both LBI and Stafford Township, and particularly Manahawkin, home. We must remember that these spans are the only connectors between Long Beach Island and the mainland. Access to all 18 miles of LBI rests on little more than 1 mile's worth of concrete and steel. For our future and the future of the barrier island, we have to get this right from all angles. And for the past several years, through numerous steps and stages, we've been working to do just that. Let's remember that this project hasn't just been about creating new and more efficient entry points to LBI and Manahawkin, although it has, but it has also led to the award-winning environmental restoration and improvement of Cedar Island, which splits the difference between them. Today, Cedar Island is itself a renewed and welcoming place to enjoy the natural wonders of the Manahawkin Bay. Of course, we could not get all of this done without the tremendous help of the women and men who have been out here across numerous seasons doing the actual hard work of construction. We owe them a tremendous thanks as well. And I also thank the many year-round residents who have had to put up with construction in one form or another over the past 5 years. Your patience and forbearance have not only been appreciated, but they're about to pay off. So we heard from our host mayor, Bill Hulsenbeck, and now it is my pleasure to introduce his partner on the other side of the spans behind us, the mayor of Stafford Township, Greg Meyer. Greg? Great having you, man.
Thank you, Governor, and I want to thank you for coming today as the mayor of Stafford Township, the capital of Southern Ocean County, and the greatest community in the state of New Jersey. Welcome.
Thank you.
And thank all of you for being here as well on this very special day. I want to give a special thanks to the New Jersey Department of Transportation for all of the hard work that they've performed in Stafford over the past several years. As Governor mentioned, residents have been putting up with a lot of changes, but we're finally starting to see the bearing the fruits of their labor, and we've seen a great improvement there. The bridge is the largest and most visible project in our area. However, there are a few others that are worth mentioning, such as the new jug handle over at Doc Kramer Boulevard, which is part of a comprehensive traffic reorganization plan that took many years and was just finished last year in 2020. Traffic flow has improved on Route 72, and the feedback that I've received has been positive. It's much more safe, it's much more orderly. Also, the governor mentioned flooding issues and how serious it is to address those. We actually had a serious flooding issue over on Route 9 for many years, possibly even decades, in the area between the library and Oxycocos School. We'd initially brought this to the attention of the DOT in early 2019 to keep them apprised of the ongoing flooding issues. And the DOT agreed that the problem was serious, and they completed the installation of several storm grates which lead to the new Oxycocos drainage basin just last year. So thank you for listening, and thank you for your quick and effective action to resolve what had been a very serious problem. Bridges connect people. They increase the contact between otherwise disconnected communities and facilitate commerce. This bridge has been linking our communities on the island and the mainland for many, many decades, both the old bridge and the new ones. We value our friendship, our strong community ties, and the economic relationship with the people of Long Beach Island. This pandemic has had a huge impact on our state, and particularly here in Southern Ocean County. People from all around have discovered our area, and more are calling it home. In fact, so many people want to live here that it's harder to find a home than ever before. But the people that are fortunate enough to come down here and find a place, there are still many that are hurting. So many have lost jobs and so much more. And it's time to continue to reopen our state, and particularly our shore region. Businesses, including restaurants, shops, and many others, have proven they can operate safely, and they're open, but in a very limited capacity. People's livelihoods on both sides of the bridge depend on a robust tourist season and free choice, and we look forward to what this summer will bring. So once again, I want to thank all of you for coming to Stafford, and obviously here to Ship Bottom on behalf of Mayor Hulsenbeck. And I wish you all the best. God bless Southern Ocean County, and God bless America.
Well done, Mayor. Good job, Greg. That was really well done. Really well said, Mayor. And we share your enthusiasm for a great summer on the shore. And no place at our shore will benefit more than Southern Ocean County. And stay tuned to early next week. We're going to have some fairly significant news on what the state's going to look like over the next number of weeks. Thank you again to each of you guys for your leadership. With that, we have said her name. The mayors have both referred to her and her teams and outstanding work. Please help me welcome the Commissioner of the Department of Transportation, Diane Gutierrez Skechetti.
Good afternoon. You know, as I came down the causeway this afternoon, I could almost smell the salt air. The windows were up, it was a little windy. But I looked at the water and thought, you know, without this wind, there is really no better place to be in New Jersey today. Governor, with your help, we're here to kick off officially the final phase of the Route 72 Manahawkin Bay Bridges Project. But before we talk about the improvements of this nationally recognized and award-winning project and what it will bring to Stafford Township and Ship Bottom, I'd like to pause for just a moment and acknowledge the beautiful place we're in right now, where the Manahawkin Bay Bridges have brought us to a scenic, beautiful New Jersey shore town, and there's no towns in the world like them. It's been a rough 13 months for all of us, but we're grateful for the leadership that Governor Murphy continues to display in managing the difficult task of COVID compliance and the successful vaccination campaign throughout our state. Being here in this shore town right now is a reminder that life is slowly returning to normal. We hope that this summer will be a season to celebrate for all of us. But throughout the pandemic, the Department of Transportation and its contractor partners continue to push out our work and maintain a state of good repair. Our jobs never stopped as we adjusted to masks, incessant hand washing, and socially distant work environments. And all the while, we dealt with the constant worry about the health of our colleagues, our families, and our friends. Throughout our long winter, the DOT team and our contractor partners continued to work on more than 220 active construction projects and pushed forward plans for another 385 that will improve and in some places transform our transportation network for decades to come. In this project, NJDOT built a new bridge and rehabbed the existing span of the second Causeway Bridge. Now we're entering the final phase of this crucial project, which is due to wrap up in December of 2024. Once complete, it will reduce congestion and improve safety at the Route 72 Marcia Drive intersection in Stafford Township, as well as in Ship Bottom Borough on Long Beach Island. We are also installing new stormwater drainage system to reduce the frequent flooding on Route 72, along with other intersections. And what a great project this is. And let's think about what it means to the people who use the causeway bridges to get to and from Long Beach Island every day. Just this morning, these causeway bridges were used by residents, visitors, small business owners and employees, delivery drivers, first responders, and the commercial fishermen who work the fleet out of Viking Village. By the way, those fishermen spend weeks at sea harvesting fresh seafood, and they are an essential part of New Jersey's $1 billion annual fishing industry. Also crossing today were the brave young men and women of the U.S. Coast Guard reporting for duty at the U.S. Coast Guard station at Barnegat Light. It is where they stand ready to assist anyone in trouble at sea at any time, and we are pleased to have their commander here with us today. And that was just this morning's traffic. So it's a good reminder that here at the very edge of the continent, this project links Long Beach Island to the rest of the state and indeed the rest of the country. It is an economic route, it is a scenic route, and it is a physical connector that includes sidewalks and bike lanes to make certain it remains a community. But it is about to get a lot busier. Starting in 5 weeks, crossing the causeway bridges will represent to so many the beginnings of a restful vacation and an opportunity for families and friends to enjoy time with loved ones surrounded by the beauty of nature. And we all know there is no place as good as the New Jersey shore. And speaking of nature, like our governor, the DOT is deeply concerned with our environment. If you looked to your right crossing the causeway this morning, you may have seen the Falcon Nest that the Department of Transportation built to protect birds during the early phase of this project on Cedar Bonnet Island Wildlife Refuge. It is a very tall platform, looks a little bit like a miniature igloo, and it is the home to a family of falcons. So as you drive back this afternoon, look left, and you'll likely see the falcons resting or maybe scanning the bay from high atop the DOT perch in the marsh. And we give that to them rent-free, just so you know. Or look to the right, and you'll see fencing we installed to keep the diamondback terrapins from crossing the busy roadway. This is their habitat too, and the Department of Transportation has taken great measures to protect it. When you pass the DOT construction at Marcia Drive and other intersections in Manahawkin, you will see temporary orange fencing around each site that protects the wetlands from being damaged while we work. It is a visual reminder to our construction crews to safeguard the nearby unspoiled marshlands. Falcons, turtles, wetlands protection, it is all part of the Department of Transportation's ongoing commitment to our environment. DOT has also installed and upgraded navigational lights under the bridges, as well as fender systems to help ensure safe passage through the intercoastal waterway and the local channels that are used by boaters, jet skiers, kayakers, and fishermen. So when we at DOT talk about building bridges, it is so that people can live, work, and vacation on a place like Long Beach Island. You may know every DOT project has a resident engineer. For this project, it's Jeff Bassano, a longtime DOT employee originally from Union County. Jeff's been living and working in this area for almost 2 decades now. His brother Charlie also worked on this project. He was DOT's resident engineer that helped build the new bridge during Contract 2. It seems being an DOT engineer runs in their family. Jeff tells us that he loves being able to see the results of his work that he and his team do every day under the leadership of Pankesh Patel. And as they drive back and forth over the causeway, it's a reward for them to know that the work they do benefits so many. At the end of his workday, Jeff goes home to a nearby barrier island where instead of earth movers and construction sound, he hears the beautiful sounds of wind, birds, and the ocean. And I'm sure he loves that because I certainly would. Jeff, you and your crew and our contractors continue to work so hard on the Manahawkin Bay Bridge Project, and we are so grateful to you for that. This project makes it possible for anyone to drive these roads, cross these bridges, and take long walks on the beaches. At the Department of Transportation, we are honored to play a part in helping this community get to Long Beach Island so they can find peace of mind during these difficult times. Mayors, I'm not going to pick which town is better, but I hope you both enjoy the results of this project. Thank you so much.
Well done, well done. Thank you, Diane, for the good words, especially toward our brothers and sisters of the Coast Guard and all of the branches of our armed services. So bless you and thank you, Commander. With that, last but not least, he is the president and CEO of the parent company of Atlantic City Electric, which you all know very well. Please help me welcome the CEO of Pepco Holdings, another very good friend and great leader, Dave Velasquez. Well done, man.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you, Governor Murphy. It's always great to see you, and I greatly appreciate your leadership and dedication to improving our state's infrastructure, creating jobs, and helping build resilience for the future. Commissioner Gutierrez, Skechetti, Mayor Holzenbach, and also Mayor Meyer. I'm also honored to be with you today, and thank you for your commitment to New Jersey and the communities and people of New Jersey. As New Jersey recovers from the effects of the pandemic, we are also committed to doing our part to power the local economy. Today, we're recognizing an incredibly important project that demonstrates how collaboration between the public and private sectors can help us efficiently and effectively upgrade New Jersey's infrastructure, making it more accessible, stronger, and resilient in the face of changing climate and stronger storms. As part of this project, Atlantic City Electric is simultaneously relocating and upgrading our existing energy infrastructure. This work includes installing and upgrading more than 80 new poles and also our underground infrastructure in the area. These investments we're making here in Ship Bottom are part of an overall effort that we have to modernize and strengthen the local grid serving this region, making it smarter, making it stronger, and making it cleaner, and enhancing the reliability as well. It's important to recognize projects like this don't only provide value to our customers, but also create economic opportunities during this challenging time. We're an active partner in South Jersey's sustained economic development. We approach each project with a strong commitment to helping create a more vibrant, equitable region for the people who both live and work here. In addition to building our own workforce, infrastructure like this helps drive economic development and jobs in the local community. This provides work for local contract crews and also for other firms throughout the state that we use for other services. At Atlantic City Electric, it is important to us. We place considerable emphasis on having a workforce that is from and also reflects the communities we have the privilege of serving. This requires intentional effort, providing job training, especially for communities in which individuals struggle to find employment. Since 2018, we've been working with 4 Southern New Jersey workforce development boards and 3 local vocational schools to expand training programs for energy-related jobs. We've committed over $6.5 million in support of these programs over the last 6 years. And in the years ahead, we will continue to look for opportunities to enhance and to modify these programs to ensure New Jerseyans are trained with the new skills that a cleaner energy infrastructure will require. So thank you again for the opportunity to speak here today, to share our support for building a more resilient Southern New Jersey and powering the economic development in this region. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Great job, man. Really well said, Dave. And thanks to you and your colleagues, many of whom, as I mentioned, are here today. That's all she wrote. So 4 weeks from today begins Memorial Day weekend. Some are on the shore. Some are in LBI. Some are in Manahawkin, Southern Ocean County, up and down all the shore counties. We keep going in the right direction. We're going to be able to open this place up. Please get vaccinated. Continue to do the smart, right things. We're going to have a great summer on the Jersey Shore. And when this project is finished, it's going to have an impact on this part of the county, this part of the state, which will be felt for generations. So to Mayor Hulsenbeck, thank you, Bill. To Mayor Meyer, thank you, Greg. Diane, to you and your team. Dave, to you and your team. To each and every one of you, stay safe. Here's to great days ahead and a great summer on the Jersey Shore. Thank you. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming over. Dave, see you, buddy. Diane, thank you, kiddo, as always.
See you soon.
Stick around for a minute. We'll probably a huddle here as well.
Governor, Commissioner, can we just get a real quick shot?
Yeah.
The mayor and
100%.
Jeff and the commander?
Commander, how are you, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
Governor?
Great job,
How
man.
are you?
Can we get the mayors?
Yeah,
Let's go.
we want to do it right in front here.
Let's do it in
Sure,
front of us.
whatever you